Welcome back, coaches, to La Vida Fútbol. If you're new to the channel, my name is Luis Laureano, and I am from California, and I currently live and coach in Germany. I am a UEFA B licensed coach, and today what we're going to talk about is getting sacked. How do we react to something? So I was recently released from my position as the head coach of a women's team in the 5th tier of the German football system. It's still amateur. Players are not getting paid. In the men's level, if you're in the 5th tier, you're making some money every month. But in the women's section, that's still not there. The girls still don't get compensated. But I think that's a different topic, something that we can talk about in the future. For now, yes, I got released from that position, and really what I want to talk about today is what I learned from that experience, what I think that you guys as coaches can think about if you happen to go through this experience. I hope none of you go through this, but now that this has happened to me, I think it's something that I can share with you guys, and hopefully if it ever happens to you guys can be better prepared for it in regards to how to respond and how to not let this get the best of you. So the first thing that I recommend is for you to stay calm. The first couple days, the first few days maybe probably be the hardest time, because a lot's gonna go through your head, and a lot's gonna be just kind of in there, and throughout the day you might just get a random thought about your team or the team that you had just been released from, and that's okay, that's normal. My first recommendation again is stay calm, relax, allow those thoughts to kind of just get released. For example, like when one meditates, they kind of focus on the breathing, and they let those thoughts in their head just kind of come and go, right? They allow them to enter, but we don't focus on them. We just kind of let them pass through, right? And that's kind of the thing that I would suggest, and tell you guys, just calm down, let those thoughts kind of come and go, because it could be that you're as a person, you still you're still emotional towards the situation. So I was definitely sad towards towards that situation. At least for me, I cared about the whole coaching situation, my players, the club, the interactions, and so being released was definitely hurtful. So I was trying to stay calm, because I knew that emotionally I was I could have made maybe some bad decisions. So I wanted to make decisions once I was ready, and by ready I mean just ready to really analyze and think about things, and then kind of move forward. Which brings me to the next thing. So once you have a few days to think about, and depending on how high this position was, or how big of the position was to your career, to your coaching career, it could be that you will you need more time, right? If you consider professionals, when they stop coaching, or when they get released, or just end the contract and are in transition, whatever it is, many coaches take some time to really think about things, reflect on things, and allow time for family, friends, kind of personal time, and then move on, right? And then start having conversations about the future, and but we'll get to some of that. Okay, so the second thing that I recommend, and I kind of just mentioned it in my description here about what professional coaches do in their transition time, and that's reflect. So reflect means that you look back at your situation, your whole coaching situation, from the moment that you began to the middle part, and once it's at the end, you can kind of group it into a beginning, middle, and end, and think about those things separately, and really think about what your plan was, what your goal was. Did you achieve some of those things? And at the end of the day, are you happy? Are you happy with what you did there, right? So reflecting is very important. So for me personally, it helped me, after thinking back, after looking back and thinking about the situation that happened. I was happy with what I did. I was happy that as a coach, I did the best that I could, right? I really tried to help individual players, the team, the club, to the best of my ability and to the best of what I could do and offer during this point of my life, or during that time in my life. So then, as a person, as a coach, as an individual, I think that is, that has helped me kind of move forward. So if you're watching this and you're in your coaching situation, then think about the point that you end with this coaching situation, whether it's you moving on your own, or whether it's being released, or whether it's a different offer, right? Think about what you would like to look back to and say, okay, I was happy with that situation, right? So really give it everything you got, and if things work out, or however things work out, at least you'll be happy with the whole situation. So that is something where I can walk out of that situation of being released with my head up high, and be satisfied. So one thing that I'm not fully satisfied with is the fact that I couldn't finish the season, right? I think that's one thing that you always kind of think about, right? You kind of think about, well, what if I could have had the rest of the season? Would it have been better, worse? What could have happened? I could have tried this, I could have tried that, right? Which brings me to the third thing. Move forward. Okay, so now you've had some time to think and to allow kind of thoughts to kind of, just occur, come and go. You've had some time to reflect about your situation. Now the third thing is to move forward, right? Because going back and thinking all these what ifs is not going to help you. It's not going to make you any happier. And it's really not going to help you moving forward, right? Reflecting and looking back at what you did do and thinking about the things that you could do better with regards to what you did do, yeah, then that's okay. Or thinking back and say, okay, this I could have probably done better in this way. That could also help you out, right? But giving yourself this question of what if, it's not going to help you at all, right? We don't care about what ifs. We care about what we have and what we can do with what we have. Okay, so move forward. I don't really have a specific time frame in regards to everything, because it's really going to be dependent on what you coach, who you coach, where you coach, right? All those things are going to determine how long it's going to take you to go through these steps, right? For me, it was the highest position that I held as a coach thus far, so I really felt that taking some time to think about things and allowing myself some room was necessary. So this occurred a few weeks back, and now I'm looking into different possibilities that I can start with during the summer, and I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with that because I can have conversations with different clubs, different different organizations, and make my decision, right? I have time for that, right? And that is important, that you definitely consider your options. Okay, so now I think it's going to be important for me to talk about how this happened, so that this doesn't happen to you. So as a coach, my focus, at least for me, is to improve players, and from improving players, improve my team, right? And from improving my team, improve my club. So this was my thinking going into this coaching situation, and that's essentially what I focused on. That's why, like I said earlier, for me it was okay. I felt okay with myself. I felt happy with myself with what I did, because I tried to do those things, right? I tried to focus on what my players could and couldn't do, and then help them do those things better, or teach them new things, right? And that was focusing on individual things, and then from there build into team aspects, right? Focusing on some mental things, focusing on some tactical things, presenting a new tactical scheme. And so that was, to me, a situation that I did follow through on, at least for myself as a coach, as to what I wanted to release and present and to offer, and then project that over to the club, right? So then using this system that we were focused on, and allow that to be used and implemented also in for the second team and the teams underneath that, so the youth teams, right? So that was that vision that I had. Now, it turned out that the club and I had different visions of the future, and that was actually what led to me being released. So now, if you are interested in transition from club to club, if you are a new coach, or if you're a veteran coach, I think those coaches can agree with me that it is important to know the club that you're at, and to learn from that club, and to see if your personality, to see if the culture that you grew up with is going to fit with that culture, and to learn from it and see if you guys connect, right? If there's a chemistry, then it's definitely a good idea to kind of go for that position, right? So now I think that was one of the things that I recommend to you guys, and something that I'm going to do once I move on, is to really kind of learn from the club, and see if the idea that I'm trying to express is is congruent to the idea of that club. Okay, so those are just some things that I would like to share with you guys. If you guys go through this experience, or if you have gone through this experience, then I want you to comment and let me know what you guys did to get over this, right? So let me know what level it was, and what you guys did to kind of transition, to move on. Let me know if it was easy or difficult, right? So that we can exchange ideas. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you would like to get notifications for every time I come up with a new video, hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button. You can also subscribe on the little watermark section on the bottom right of your screen. And I'm excited to continue learning with you guys. I'm excited to continue sharing with you guys. So let's keep building. If you know somebody that can benefit from this video, share it with them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon.